Hello Scorpio, welcome to Monarch Intuition, and today I'm going to be doing your September 2022 monthly check-in reading for you. I kind of feel like you are worried about people trying to rip you off a little bit, okay? Just like, you see someone and they kind of copy your look and you're like, hey, that was my idea, that's me. And maybe they don't do it the best. I kind of feel like you do something really good and people try to steal it. For example, I'm going to give you just like a quick analogy, and it's going to kind of maybe be a little bit vain, whatever. So I like to wear bell-bottom pants, right? I like to wear flare pants or boot cuts, but a little bit more than boot cut. Like I actually like flare, right? And I noticed that when I started wearing them around people who had never worn flare pants before, they're like, oh my gosh, those are really cute. Then everyone started to get them. But here's the thing. They didn't quite look right in them, because the reason I started wearing them was because those are the only pants that really make me look right. Okay? So that's kind of what I'm seeing. It's like, yeah, they copy the situation, but it's not quite right, because you're doing something for you. And they're trying to copy it because it looks good on you, but it doesn't look good on them, if that makes sense. So you have the Lovers. Yeah, divine connection right here. You're connected to something that works for you. All right? Maybe you have your fashion all picked out. Maybe you have your lip gloss, your makeup. You do pretty much the same thing all the time, because Scorpio is a fixed sign. Maybe you change it up, but like maybe change your hairstyle, but you'll generally wear that hairstyle for a while, right? That's what I'm seeing, is that you know what works for you, your style, your look, your identity, who you are, but people are kind of like pulling here and there, and it's kind of like being a trendsetter, but it's not even like a trend, because that's who you are. So let's pay attention to this Revelations Oracle. What do we need to know about this Lover's energy? See the Ace of Wands and the Seven of Cups. People see a new opportunity in the fantasy that you're providing them, okay? Maybe you look like something straight out of like a movie or a novel or something like that. Maybe what you do, the way you do your makeup, something like that, right? Kind of, people are looking at you for inspiration. New inspiration. Oh, I'm not going to take all that, but we have the Queen of Wands coming out. Queen of Wands is Aries energy. It can also represent you, but this is like 5 cards, and I don't want to take all that. So what do we need to know for Scorpio? You have the Knight of Swords in reversed, you have the Hanged Man, and you have the Eight of Swords. So what I'm seeing with this Knight of Swords in reversed is that people are connecting with you, okay? I feel like imitation is flattery. Highest form of flattery. All right? But I kind of feel like you're taking it in the wrong way. You're kind of feeling like this person is taking your identity with this Knight of Swords in reverse. It's like you have a message being sent out, but this person has got their message all crossed. With this Hanged Man, see it from a higher perspective. If you see something from a higher perspective right here, you're no longer chained to the Eight of Swords. You see something that connects you to a higher power. And people are looking at you because you're connected to this higher power. That's what it is. You get ideas. You do them first. And then people look at you and they try to copy it. But here's the problem, though. You're not receiving compensation from that situation. I think that's what you're mainly concerned about, is you're not receiving compensation for it. So how can you receive some sort of like monetary benefits? How can you capitalize off of you? The Five of Pentacles with the Judgment. So what I'm seeing right here is that these people are looking for something. They're looking for a new beginning. They're looking to be called to something higher than themselves. Because with this Five of Pentacles and this Judgment energy, it does represent that they're wandering around in the cold. And then they see something that looks warm and inviting, and they want to go and like be in front of that. Some people don't know how to dress themselves. Some people don't know how to take care of themselves. Some people don't know how to put on makeup, whatever. So they see someone that looks beautiful, looks warm, looks inviting, attractive, whatever. They want to copy that. They're like, I want to be like that person right there. But they can't be like you because you're connected to a higher power, which means you have your life in order, right? Let's look at this Hanged Man. They need to have their own judgment call. They need to have their grand awakening. Otherwise, they're going to continuously copy you, but it's never going to be you. The Eight of Cups, the Three of Swords. You need to emotionally walk away from these things. I know it breaks your heart to walk away from them because you're like, that's mine, that's me. That's who I am. That's not who you are. You can't figure this out for yourself. Eight of Swords, the Empress, and the Knight of Cups. But here's the thing, though. You're going to realize something about this Empress energy. The Empress energy is Venusian energy, Venus energy. It's Taurus and it's Libra. And it's kind of represented by beauty, right? Venus. Fertile, abundant, more than anything in the world. I think what you need to understand right here is she's crowned with the stars. She has the scepter in her hand. You could release something on you. And other people are going to look at you and want their cup filled up because there's a stream in the background, if you notice that. This Knight of Cups has kind of like gone into the stream to get some sort of inspiration and is now walking away. No matter what you do in your life, Scorpio, people are always going to want to take the inspiration from you, all right? They're always going to want to look at something that you are doing because they see that you're blessed right here. Well, at least in September. And they're going to want to use it for themselves. And I don't even think that they are thinking that they steal it from you. They're trying to look as beautiful as the Empress. They're trying to emulate the Empress. And even as a male, okay? For example, there's an actor named Mads Mikkelsen. He is a Scorpio as well, I believe. He exudes confidence. All right, he was in that new Hannibal series. A lot of people tried to emulate that, and they just don't got Mads Mikkelsen's looks. Like, they just don't fucking have it. Like, you could act that way all you want, but unless you look like that man, then you're gonna, like, kind of look stupid. So that's what I'm seeing for you right here. Is that you have your own thing that works for you. People want to take the inspiration, but they can never really be it, so it's kind of stupid, if that makes sense. The Magician, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Sun. You can work the magic right here because you can take this pentacle and say, this is the actual sunlight. I actually have a piece of the sun right here. So while people are taking away inspiration from you, you could actually deliver solid evidence that is the sunlight. Because you crafted this. Because you are the magician within this situation, you can bring illumination. So say you're always worried about, people taking ideas of the way that you wear your clothes. Have you ever thought about maybe designing your own clothes, like taking a couple of fashion courses and seeing how well you can design your own things? And then design your own stuff, and you know what? No one can really copy that. And if a company does, what you do is you copyright your design. So if you ever see it coming out, because you can copyright photos, you can copyright intelligence things, right? You can sue them for that. Copyright your ideas. That's all it is. It's protect you. Protect yourself with this Knight of Pentacles energy. And even if they try, you might be saying, well, it's not exactly like mine, mine's still better. It's whatever. But if they do take a design that you have that is something that is yours, then, you could sue them for intellectual copyright. And so just write it down. Write it down. If you have like a list of ideas, like say you're into fashion, say you're into, I don't know what you do. Maybe you work on wood, maybe you work on something. Take photos of it and send it into the Library of Congress, the Copyright Office, okay? You're connected to the sun, and that's what you have to understand about Geminian energy. It's mercurial energy. It's the closest to the sun. That's why it's important to understand about the lover's energy is that when you look at the lover's energy, there's an angel blessing Adam and Eve, right? And that's kind of the concept of like God blessing them in the Garden of Eden. What is the sun kind of representation of? In pagan belief system, it was the highest source of power. So essentially they're gods, right? You have the Strength card. You have the Five of Cups. You have the Seven of Pentacles. I kind of feel like you have things in reverse right here. You have really solid ideas for yourself, but your cups are always pouring out and watering a garden that's maybe not even yours. So what you need to do is you need to take these 2 cups that are behind you and water your own garden, grow your own thing. Because here's the thing, there's only so much variety out there, but as long as it's your idea, your concept that you're protecting, that's what's important. Especially if you do it better than them. Especially when you see it come out on TV, you're like, mine's better because they got it from me. That's what you have to understand right there. Is that the person who thinks about the situation the longest, the hardest, and writes it down, that is more important. That is more fulfilling than something that's, I'm going to take 2 lines from something and then write about it, like in a week. 8 of Wands, 9 of Swords, Queen of Wands. Hermit. You have a lot of downloads coming in really fast, and that's kind of what's plaguing your anxiety right here, plaguing your mind. You're receiving a lot of mental clarity, a lot of mental downloads. And once again, we have the Queen of Wands again, right? And with this Hermit energy, these are things that are supposed to be written down for you, that you can copyright and protect for yourself, all right? When I see this sunlight energy, when I see this right here, right? There is a star in his lantern. So you are being blessed by the sun at night. You're receiving small downloads in your dreams, small downloads of ideas, small snippets of information. When you get these things, write them down, take a picture of them, save them, copyright them, okay? When you have enough information of something. And then you can compile it later the way that you want it to be. And here's the thing about it. Anything you build on that later, it's immediately protected. So if you want to write a 2nd book, 3rd book, you still need to go in through the process. However, it's usually underneath that. So no one can take your characters, no one can take your idea. That's what's important to understand right here for yourself. It's all about protection. Stop watering other people's gardens. Stop saying, well, I did it first. I did it better. I made that concept, a long time ago. What, did you copyright it? Or did you talk about it and then other people stole it from you? The Ace of Pentacles, the Hanged Man. You're getting nuggets of information from the divine. All right, we got Hanged Man twice. And you could turn these nuggets of information into the Ten of Pentacles, but you're not doing that. That's the problem here, Scorpio. Do that. 10 of Swords, the 9 of Wands, 4 of Swords. You're sleeping on your own ideas, and that's causing your mental death. That's causing your anger right here. That's causing a lot of your problems. With this 9 of Wands, you're feeling bruised and battered. You're feeling like mental death. Oh, people are getting away with things. People are taking this, that, and the other. People are not even as good as me because you're sleeping on your own stuff. 6 of Wands. Yeah, stop doing that. Wake up and copyright it and say, this is me. I did it. My name's attached to it. Okay? So let's look at the Witch's Familiar deck. We have Boar, Ferocity. B, Community. Goblin, Malice. You have to understand people will take your ideas if you talk about them, for real. People will just, take everything from you, all right? With this ferocity and this community energy, what you need to understand is that people are trying to make names for themselves as well, all right? If you have a good look, if you have a good idea, if you have something that is important to you and you want to save it, then don't talk about it. Be quiet about it. Get NDAs, non-disclosure agreements, whatever, right? Because people will steal stuff, your intellectual thoughts, your ideas, without any problem. And they will say it was yours. And unless you have it in writing, unless you have legal documents, whatever. Ace of Wands, the Temperance, the Queen of Pentacles. You know what's important right here? Maybe you don't have this information yet, but when you do get it, when you get this concept, you need to save it, okay? And don't say anything. When you get this concept, work on it, do it, but just keep it to yourself. Temperance is working in silence, okay, at the right moment. The Ace of Wands is here. Ace of Wands represents a new opportunity. Queen of Pentacles, money, okay, being handed to you. Fertile, abundant period. So, let's look at your, what are these? Halloween oracles. We have the lamp, remembrance, jack-o'-lantern, protection. Yeah, protect your stuff. Remember your dreams right here. Remember what, inspired you and protect it, okay? Who are you? What inspired you? What inspired you to do your thing? All right? Have all of your bases covered. Earth magic, heal and shine, and divine matrix. Earth magic, heal, shine, divine matrix right here. Focus on the earth for your inspiration, okay? See things from a higher perspective. Heal yourself and continue to shine on. When you get these concepts, understand that they are from the divine matrix and they're being sent to you for protection, all right? And maybe that's what you've had to learn within your past right here, is learn how to capitalize on yourself and not let other people do it for you or capitalize off of you, all right? We have Fehe, achieve a goal, attract money, succeed in business, attain a promotion or a new job. Succeed in business and attract money, achieve a goal. Then you got to save it, you got to protect it. Rado, travel, communication, decisive action, reunion, progress, spiritual meaning, inner path, and destiny. So when I see this inner path and reunion, progress, right? You need to focus on connecting with the things, connecting with the earth right here. The things that gave you, your old inspiration. Communicate those things onto paper. Make the decisive action to save it, to succeed in your own business, to achieve a goal, to attract your own financial resources, your own abundance right here. Don't allow other people to have it. Don't allow other people to see it. Whatever you have, don't flaunt it. Don't talk about it. And here's the thing, it's really weird. For example, whenever like Balenciaga or Armani, whatever, they release a new handbag and whatnot, they keep it under lock and key for a very long time. And, even when they put them out in the stores, they prevent people from going in there with cameras to taking pictures because they're going to send it off to China so Chinese can make like knockoffs of it, right? They're still very secretive about all of their stuff because they don't want them to be shown to other people because those are their things, right? So understand that what you have, what you do for yourself, everything here, you're getting downloads from a higher source. They're meant to be protected. They're meant only for you to use to help move you forward, all right? They're not for X, Y, and Z. They're not for free, just for you. And I think you could build like a community or at least something off of this. A business, an ideology. That's kind of how people, start their own businesses. These new fashion designers up and coming, they make something that's really cool. They put it on, they wear it out, and people are like, oh my gosh, where can I get it? They say, oh, well, I make it. People put in orders for them. They make it. And, that's kind of like the concept right there. They put it out on YouTube. They make, a business front. This is all about people wanting to be nurtured and watered from you right here. But they're taking and they're not giving things back. But what's important to understand is I kind of feel like you have this infinite abundance because you see things from a higher source. You know what works. And they could do it all they want. They could take and take and take, but they're still not the Empress. They're still this Knight of Cups. But if they're able to build something off of it, imagine if the person who created it, the magician, what they can do with it. Okay? So understand that for yourself, Scorpio. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.